if you're going to do it anyway, why do you create delay? You're going after your dream. You're going after your dream clients. You're going after your dream revenue month. You're going after your dream location, your dream relation. Why do you create some delay? Today, I want to talk about what it takes to actually go over your procrastination and your self sabotage when building your dream life. Now, take it as someone that spent the last 10 years building our literal dream. I'm a Canadian and I live on a Greek island with the men of my life. I work with the most incredible creative entrepreneur around the world. My days are pretty free. I was just laying in the hammock and reading a book. I have time. I have time to swim. I have time to write songs. I have time to slow moaning cuddle with my partner. I have time because that's exactly what I designed. I remember 10 years ago waking up in the morning, coming out of sleep, and just thinking, wow, I would love to lay here all morning, go get a croissant, read a book by the lake, and not have to think about doing anything. And of course, I was a student. So, as a student, I also had the gift of time. I had time to romanticize studying in cafes and taking walks and hanging out with my friends. And I had a part of me that felt this dread at the idea of, oh my God, I don't want this to end. I don't want to have to go to an office or to go to work and just have to do things every day and have to leave the house and leave the men of my dream behind. There was just something that didn't sit right with me and the idea of getting a real adult job. And I remember at the time, even before I even knew what I was going to do as a career, I was just thinking, I want to be free to work in cute cafes. I don't want this freedom flow schedule to end. There was such a huge sense of freedom because it was up to me. And I, for the first time, was not in a way punished for my time. I remember when I had my first job at 13, I was working in a mini golf club, and there was a lot of slow time between people coming to play mini golf. And so I would read a book, but I was not allowed to read a book because I had to be actively pretending I was doing something, even if things were clean, because that's how jobs work. You have to do something the whole time. Your worth is attached to time. And it just never worked for me. I didn't understand why I would be penalized for being fast and efficient. And it was the same when I was at university because for the first time I was thinking, wow, I don't have to clock in and clock out because I studied 7 hours. If I'm efficient and I still get an A, I can study for an hour. And so I would cruise through my papers, I would do things my way, and I did not get punished because I was fast or efficient or studying when I wanted to, which sometimes was at midnight before an exam because you know, late nights. I wouldn't recommend studying last minute, but it taught me that it was up to me. And it was the first time I had this question, right? How do I make sure that life stays up to me? How do I make sure that it is not becoming someone's decision when I eat, when I come in, when I go out of work? Because I did not want to give away that freedom that I tasted for the first time after years of studying and being in the school system, right? And so the first thing I had to defeat was my own procrastination. Because when I started my entrepreneurship journey, and I'm skipping timeline here. I went from university to entrepreneurship. You'll get the rest of the story in another video because today is not about the beginning of my entrepreneurship journey. But when I started, I remember meeting my own shadows. I would catch myself procrastinating and then thinking to myself, why am I procrastinating? I don't have to pass an exam. Like, it's up to me. This is my dream life that I'm creating. And so, why do I procrastinate? Why do I cause unnecessary turmoil and delay to do the things that I want to do? Because the thing is, there's a lot of friction initially. Whenever you're leveling up, whether you're leveling up your visibility and you're showing up more, whether you're leveling up your revenue and you're putting yourself out in front of more people and meeting more rejection, like whenever you take a leap towards a next level of this video game that is entrepreneurship, you're going to meet your shadows. You're going to meet your resistance. You're going to notice, oh man, it's up to me. And if I don't do the thing I set out to do, I am the one sitting still and waiting. And so I think there's a huge moment in going after your own dreams that require 100% accountability and responsibility, and truly locking in. And I don't mean locking in like lock yourself in a room and go hard on your computer for 16 hours. I mean locking in energetically, just choosing to commit to your vision with so much certainty that nothing stands in your way, not even you, not even you, and your silly little procrastination patterns, okay? Because why would we sabotage us experiencing our most abundant, our most free, our most romantic life? Why would we procrastinate on living a life where we get to travel when we want, work with the most incredible clients, wake up when we want, which to me is sunrise. It just is what it is. But it's my choice. I don't have to wake up at sunrise. I choose to wake up at sunrise because that's just when I wake up without an alarm, okay? Choosing to do things your way is immense freedom. And it's going to be only available to you when you stop creating delay. And how do we do this? We need to lock in our vision. Plan A all the way. What do I truly want when I'm no longer compromising or being in my head about what's possible for me, what's not possible for me, what's available to me? What do I truly want? The level of abundance, the type of clients, the freedom flow of your business, the type of visibility, the type of success, creative freedom, projects you're collaborating with. Like, what do you truly want? You need to lock in that vision. Lock in. And then you need to call yourself out every day that you're playing small, that you're noticing hiding, that you're noticing yourself thinking it's not possible for me. Because you need to remember, no, you chose it. It's possible for you if you keep walking it. And to keep walking it, you need to call yourself out each and every day. I do not want you to spend another 6 months in the slumber of your delay, of your fears, of your smallness, of your procrastination, only to realize that you have not walked forward. Don't stand still, waiting for your own potential to wake you up. Wake yourself up each and every day and keep aligning with your plan A all the way, because your potential and your life is too good for you to not fully seize it and fully claim it as yours. So lock in right now, and I'll see you. If you want more, subscribe to this channel. I post every single day, and I would love to hear what's your plan A all the way in the comments below. And if you don't want to share publicly, send me a DM. I would love to cheer you on. I'll see you next time. Bye.